Across the country, hate crimes are on the rise by more than 25% in the last 5 years. The good news is there's something you can do about it right here in your community. If you witness or experience a hate crime, you're not alone, and the FBI is here to help and commit it to justice. Report hate crimes at 1-800-CALL-FBI or tips.fbi.gov. Protecting our communities together. Report hate crimes.
Shop on eBay this holiday season to get more for your dough on stand mixers. Or get more for your buck on this season's hottest tech and gaming gear. And on eBay, you can even get more.
Oh, wow.
I know, so festive.
Pizzazz for your party. Make your holiday party one to remember. Get more because you save more on premium brands with eBay's exclusive deals. Get more when you get it on eBay.
Hi.
Hey guys.
Well, we're finally back.
Yes.
It's November though. So much
a lot
for
of
the
stuff
rest.
happened.
So much for the rest of Halloween.
Did you have a good Halloween?
No.
Why not?
No trick-or-treaters. Nothing to do. So I just dressed up and watched movies by myself.
No trick-or-treaters at all?
Not a single one.
That's odd.
Who knows where they went? I don't know where they went.
Huh.
Fucking kids. Fucking kids.
Well, your costume was good.
It did. My costume turned out great, even with the malfunction of the fangs.
What happened?
The stuff that activates like the denture glue that comes with them, smelled like paint thinner.
Oh gosh.
So I couldn't get over the smell. So then I was like, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd want to put paint thinner on your teeth. Anyway.
No, I should have just went and bought like denture glue from like old people use. Not whatever this was. It was nasty. Literally somebody was like, well, how do you know what paint thinner tastes like? I'm like, the smell alone just told me.
That's true. Sometimes you can tell what stuff tastes like.
Yeah. I was like, I could taste it without even having it near my mouth just by smelling.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway, like an hour before we started, Mox is in rehab.
And the Braves won the World Series.
And the Braves won the World Series.
Yes.
I don't watch baseball, so
we're starting incredibly late because we planned to do it tonight, and then I was like, I forgot Game 6 is tonight. It's gonna have to be after, and then they won. So
yeah, I kept checking in. I'm like, oh, looks like it's gonna be another hour.
Oh, it's so exciting.
So the Braves won. I don't watch baseball, so I'm like, okay, cool.
It's good. First time in 26 years. They haven't won since I was in 5th grade.
So this is a big deal.
And I just turned 38 yesterday. So
it's been a long time, okay?
Yeah.
She's been waiting a while for this, guys, okay?
Quite a bit. I told her I'm recording after the post show on like 3 different channels.
Like, it's true.
So
she is. And me, on the other hand, I'm just flipping through channels.
But yeah, Mox is in rehab. That broke just a little while ago, right?
Yeah, like an hour ago, something like that. So Mox is in rehab. Bray is no longer under contract, but he hasn't shown up anywhere, so he's still TBD if we're gonna have like a memorial show or not. I really thought that like Braun was showing up at Bound for Glory, and he didn't, so that ruined all my picks because literally I had him winning a match, so. You know.
Oh, well, that's true.
Yeah. That kind of screwed that over. Moose is a piece of shit. Ring of Honor. Who knows what's going on with Ring of Honor?
I don't think it's coming back.
Jay Briscoe is now half of the tag team champions of GCW. Okay, that actually is perfect because Jay Briscoe and I guess Mark too, are GCW tag team champions, and the next day Ring of Honor is like, oh, by the way, we're shutting down after Final Battle, which is in December.
I wonder how much warning they had about it.
They found out the same day.
Oh.
Like just before the press release. So I'm like, okay. But part of me wonders if they told the Briscoes earlier because like they were working GCW shows. That's a little weird. But anyway, so then today they're doing some kind of tapings and Effie and AJ Gray, who are in GCW, are on Ring of Honor's show. I'm very confused. What's happening?
That's odd.
It's very odd. I don't know what's happening. It's kind of sad though, because like Ring of Honor, their TV is really good. But like, yeah. I mean, there's only one group of people to blame for this. You know who I blame?
Who?
Oh, I'm sure you and I blame the same people.
Oh, did you see the rumor after ROH closed down that they were going to sign a whole bunch of the ROH talent? Like, and everybody was like, that none of that would have ever happened because ROH would not have agreed to any of that because they were who put them out of business. Like, they're not going to agree to that.
Well, and also that was the other rumor was I heard that rumor, but then the bigger rumor I heard was that AEW is buying Ring of Honor. Kind of like, you know how WWE did with WCW, that they're going to do that. And I'm like, that's not going to happen.
No.
You know what? If anybody were to just buy the tape library, I could see being WWE buying just the tape library. Just like they did with ECW.
I could see that.
I could see that happening. Especially then they could do a whole fucking Seth Rollins DVD with his Ring of Honor stuff. I know I said DVD, but special, whatever they do now. They actually do still make DVDs. I saw one the other day. So they do still make DVDs. Just, you know. Anyway.
From earaches to strep tests, there's Minute Clinic at CVS. See a provider, fill a prescription, and grab essentials. Or see us online with telehealth options. That's healthier made easier. Visit Minute Clinic at CVS today. Services vary by location. See MinuteClinic.com for details.
Shop on eBay this holiday season to get more for your dough on stand mixers. Or get more for your buck on this season's hottest tech and gaming gear. And on eBay, you can even get more.
Oh, wow.
I know, so festive.
Pizzazz for your party. Make your holiday party one to remember. Get more because you save more on premium brands with eBay's exclusive deals. Get more when you get it on eBay.
So that happened. And then Danhausen got hurt on Halloween. Danhausen got hurt on Halloween. And he has to have a rod put in his leg Friday. So Danhausen's hurt. So go support Danhausen's pro wrestling tees because we love Danhausen on the show. Again, Bray is an enigma at the moment, which I don't like.
That's strange because I figured as soon as he could show up somewhere, he would.
Like it's almost like I have this sense of dread every Wednesday and Friday. I have a sense of dread. So like tomorrow I'm going to wake up and be like, oh no, this better not be the day. Oh no, not today, Satan, not today. But the other rumor going around is he's going to just not wrestle at all ever again. And he's going to go be a movie star.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I don't think that's happening, but you know, if that's the case, I think I would know who would feed that idea to him, but I don't think that's the case.
All right.
Yeah, That wow. Anyway, I feel like 87,000 things have happened in like 2 weeks. It's like every day it's like, oh hey, this happened. The Ring of Honor thing was shocking. That was shocking.
Where are they all? What's going to happen? Like, that's a lot of people.
Girl, it's a lot of fucking people. Like, that's a lot of wrestlers. You know what I will say though? And I hate to do this. I don't want to be that person, but like, I'll say it because it's the truth. There's some people who will land on their feet, and there's some people who, sad to say it, Ring of Honor kept around way too long for reasons that are beyond me.
Such as?
Beer City Bruiser.
It didn't take you long to think of that.
Girl, we know who they are. We know the people. We know the people. Okay, like let's not here. I will pull up their roster and I can list 5 people that they kept way too fucking long. And unfortunately, well, you know, it's like ROH had almost 2 rosters. They had a roster that was like fucking amazing. They had the Briscoes. They had Dalton Castle. They had Danhausen. They had Taven. They had Marcelia. They had Bennett. Right? So you have that roster. And then you have like the whole other flip of the coin where it's like, what the fuck? Like literal, what the fuck? Like you just look and there were times where I would watch Ring of Honor. I'd be like, I don't even know who this person is. Like, who is this person? And I will say, some people are going to land on their feet and some people aren't. So, the rumor and innuendo going around is that Ring of Honor is going to go into a kind of like how GCW is. So instead of having one roster that they keep, they're going to do like pay per appearance wrestlers. So some of these wrestlers could be back. Some of them maybe not. That's the rumor going around, is that they're going to go, instead of trying to make it with the roster they had, try signing wrestlers just for one show.
Okay.
So, or they'll have a set 10 people who are not contracted, but they're technically the roster, but they could go work other places too. If that makes sense. Kind of like how GCW has. They have Joey Janela, Alley Catch, Effie. Those guys.
Okay.
Kind of like that. So I think that would work though, because that way they can bring in other people and try to get some buzz. Because I'm sorry, but Beer City Bruiser was not getting the buzz. Like,
what's the other guy that has the mustache? And he calls like a gentleman or something. What's his name?
I don't even know.
What's his name?
I know who you're talking about, but I don't. PCO is leaving though. PCO said, "Oh, Rhett Titus. Rhett Titus.
Is that him?
The guy with the mustache. He's overly tan."
No.
That's not oh, Silas Young.
Yes.
Why is he? Why? What is the reasoning behind Silas Young?
I don't know, but yeah, he's not.
What's the reasoning? I don't get it. But yes, Rhett Titus too. What is the reasoning behind Rhett Titus? I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. what are we talking? Why? Like, there are guys on there that I was just like, how do you still have a job? Like, you haven't had a storyline in years. And you're still fucking here. Like, Dalton Castle had pretty good storylines. The Briscoes had great storylines. Brody King, PCO, Danhausen, all of them great storylines. Fucking Bennett, Taven, and Marcelia carried that company the past year. Like, you can tell who's the people carrying the shit and who's the people hanging on. You can tell.
But maybe that's part of Ring of Honor's problem is they let people hang on and hang on.
Well, and I think another thing that I personally am happy with is, from the sound of it, Delirious is no longer the booker.
Well, nobody's a booker right now.
Well, they're still having shows. But
oh yeah, but
anyway. So yeah, I don't know who the booker is. But Delirious may be out. But the day that happened, everybody and their mother was like, oh my God, you know what this means? AEW is gonna buy him.
oh,
Like, no. That is like, they look at Bray's new name and they're like, oh my God, that number's not in the Dark Order. He's going to be in the Dark Order. I'm like, what? This wrestling fans make me hate wrestling. I swear. They really do. Like, for the love of fuck, just shut up. But anyway, going back to the Mox news, you know what my first thing I thought about was?
What? The baby? That's what I thought about.
Well, yeah, I mean the baby. But like, after I was like, oh my God, my heart hurts for Renee and little baby Mox. It was those fucking Tumblr girls who are probably like, you know, those ones when we were on Tumblr who were like, oh my God, they're not really together. It's a lie. They're not really together. He's going to be with me. And then it was like, when they got married, these girls were like, they're not really married. It's not legal. That wasn't a real priest. And then when she got pregnant, they're like, oh, it's not his baby. I was like, well, I wonder what those girls are saying right now. Like, I don't have a Tumblr, so I can't go look, but I'm like, I wonder what they're saying.
Probably just more the bullshit.
They're like, she drove him to drink. Watch.
They're actually like getting divorced, and he's like using that as a cover to like.
Yeah, exactly. It's a cover because they're really getting divorced, and he's really with me. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, when I saw some of those, I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna walk away now. That seems like a lot. That's a lot of work right there. Yeah, that was some interesting shit. Those Shield fangirls, man. Well, let's see. Roman Reigns fangirls jump on top of his car and chase it down the street. The Mox ones say that they're married to him, but Renee's just a cover. And then the Seth ones, are there any Seth Rollins fangirls anymore?
I'm sure there are.
They probably hate Becky. Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Even though, like, I'm team Becky's fucking cool and Seth's the problem. Like, yesterday, so she wrestled Bianca Belair on Raw, which I don't watch Raw. I haven't watched Raw in months. And somebody was like, Becky, your baby's so cute. She goes, yeah, I know. She's part of me. I'm like, yeah. I mean, would that not be me once I spawn something? I'm going to be like, yeah. That's why she's so awesome. Because she's, she came from me. So, but anyway, yeah. I feel bad for Mox, but you know, I don't know what to think. The poor guy.
But it explains why he looks so terrible.
He's been looking rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also part of the problem is too, the guy looks exhausted.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Not just like, and this was even before the baby. This was, I know people would be like, well, he's tired. He had a baby. I know. But even before, like, even when he first showed up in AEW, that guy looked tired.
Mm-hmm.
The guy looks tired. So I don't know what his thing is. But now that we know this, it all kind of makes sense because they're moving from Vegas now. Yeah.
I mean, that's a really good idea for an alcoholic.
Well, yeah. I mean, that would make sense to move from Vegas, you know. It makes sense. But yeah, so they're moving. And now she's probably gonna be moving alone. Poor fucking girl. Poor girl. Oh my god. Poor Renee. Well, hopefully he gets what he needs. But also his book came out yesterday too, so I'm gonna buy it. Maybe I'll do a book review. I'll buy the book and review it on here and spill all the tea that he has decided to spill.
There you go.
Yes. He the one rumor I heard is he did crack, which I thought I remembered though. I thought he mentioned that before. I thought yeah, he did because it was when he went to Puerto Rico, he did crack and got batteries thrown at him. Yeah. Yeah. There's a shoot interview from like like 10 years ago, something like that, 12 years ago. And he goes into like all the shit that went down. So I'm kind of like, I feel like if I get the book, I'm going to know some of the stories.
Oh, yeah.
But like at the same time, I'm like, I kind of want to know. Like, I want to know the deets. Apparently he wrote it all himself. He didn't have a ghostwriter, which is crazy. Yeah. So maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll get the book and we'll do a book review. My book review. We'll do the book club.
I wonder how long of a book is it?
I think it's only like 350 pages or something like that. So it's not like a incredibly long read. It's not like fucking Midnight Sun.
That's longer than I thought it would be, honestly.
I'll tell you, well, the guy's like 35 years old, so you know, 10 pages a year. You know, you just I feel like that.
He's
anyway,
35 years old and done a lot of substances.
He's done a lot of shit in 35 years, so he has a lot to talk about. Like my book would be like 100 pages. Mine would be like, you were born, your body's fucked up. The end. That's about it. Anyway, yeah, so he's gonna be doing that shit. So good for him. I hope he gets better. I hope the fucking wrestling community, I know is not gonna happen, but I hope they give him some privacy. Give the man.
I think they will. I do. I don't know.
The fangirls might. They'll probably. Well, okay. So this is the reason why I don't think so is because Renee's private Twitter was hacked, and there are pictures of baby Mox now.
Aww.
She's adorable, but we're not posting the pictures. We're not going to retweet anything.
But we don't know her name or anything.
Her name's Nora. We've known her name.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, her name's Nora. But we're not going to show what she looks like. But I've seen the pictures. She's adorable. I think she looks like her dad. Everybody else says she looks like Renee. So there you go. Huh. Anyway, back to Bray because you know I have a lot to say about Bray. So there's been a lot of articles the past couple weeks and they're fucking hilarious. They're saying that and this has to be my first thought because Bray said the same thing, but it's not hard to know who fucking said this shit. Just put it that way. So hold on, let me go pull up the title of these articles because you guys, these fucking articles, I was like, excuse you? Like, really? Like, what the fuck? Okay. So hold on, let me scroll down. Apparently, Bray had so many problems in so many areas. It wasn't just creative. Everybody hated him. He had no friends. He was difficult to work with. But it's so funny. And they said it was because he was just really outspoken. And that he was hard to find when they needed him. And yeah, so they said that I guess he's a terrible person who doesn't come to work. He's a pain in the ass. Nobody wants to talk to him. And you know what the funny thing is nobody else has said this, but he seems to think the way I did. Wouldn't that be something Bruce Pritchard would say?
That's true.
Wouldn't it? That seems a lot. Or Johnny Ace. That kind of, in my mind, that was the first place my mind went to was, who would say shit like that? I could tell you 2 people who would. Because it ain't going to be Vince talking to the dirt sheets, but who would? Who would pass a note to pass a note to pass a note? Well, Johnny Ace and Bruce Pritchard, of course.
Valid point.
I mean, they're both shitty fucking people. And the best part, this is the part that gets me. Johnny Ace knows he's an asshole. Bruce Pritchard acts like, wrestling fans, you guys, I'm your best friend. I don't know why. I got a podcast with Conrad Thompson. We're talking about all the backstage stories because I'm Bruce Pritchard. You know what? It's probably him because he's a fucking shit talker, I bet. Anyway, but Wyndham, Bray, whatever we're calling him, said that he wants to tell his side of the story because apparently these fucking people say he's the biggest pain in the ass and nobody wanted to be his friend and his doctor's appointments were just taking up so much time.
You know what? Another reason why I don't think that's true. Remember whenever he got let go, how a lot of wrestlers were tweeting about it? Being upset and shocked. Like, if they didn't like him, they wouldn't have cared,
Yeah, and then they said Bray / Wyndham had issues with the burnt Bray Wyatt character. I mean, how many episodes on the show was like, oh, I don't think he likes this. He doesn't look like he's into this. How many times did I say that? A million. I said it, and apparently he fucking hated it, and he said the costume was too heavy.
Huh.
Which, you know what? That did look pretty fucking heavy. That really did. That looked really fucking heavy. I mean, he said he could. They wanted him to wrestle in that suit. The burnt suit. That looked really fucking heavy.
Yeah.
That's not very nice. Let me tell you. Bruce Pritchard, I'm looking at you on that one. I'm literally just gonna blame these assholes. I'm gonna read every article and be like, I can tell you who said that one. Fucking assholes. Can you believe this shit? Fucking assholes. I mean, yeah, it does sound right. I mean, I said it for how many episodes, but still. Why would you get rid of him? Look at his little face. How could you yell at that? I couldn't. I'd yell at him and then be like, but you're so cute. I can't yell at you. I can't be mad. Why am I mad? I'm not mad. Yeah. Right? I mean, if we were to ever, like in a fantasy world, have a wrestling company, Jen would have to yell at him because I couldn't yell at him.
I can't yell at many people.
Yeah, she can't yell at anybody. And
but...
him, I'd look and go, but you're so cute. Look at your little face. God. Like, I can't be mad at that. That suit did look very heavy, though. I'm looking at a picture of it right now. That was a very heavy suit, guys. Don't let Bruce Pritchard tell you any different. I want to see his ass out there in that suit. Yeah. I don't think he could. Plus, he's Bruce Pritchard, so fuck him. Anyway, let me find the other one. There's more. Danhausen is really pushing now to be on his little his whatever Wyndham wants to do. Danhausen is pushing, and I for one am here for it. Like Danhausen posted a meme where he put his head on Bray's body, and then like, here, let me see if Jen can see it. You know what? I'm gonna send it to you. You'll be able to see it this way. Okay. Here, I'm sending it to you so you can see it. But I mean, how can anybody be mad at that man? I don't get it. But yeah. I don't know how to make him mad about it. I don't get it. Danhausen wants to work with everybody, wants to work on it. And also, Wyndham / Bray, if you're listening to this, can you just spill the tea now? Because we could probably have a whole episode about that tea. Like, there could be so much to say. Like, think about all the things that he could say. I personally would like to know whose idea was it to get the little blonde skank in the program. I'd like to know that. Please. And whoever that person is, I hope they choke on their bagel. Number one.
We don't know whose idea that was?
No. Apparently it wasn't his. Here we go. I found also whoever said this, Johnny Ace, that he deserved to be fired. He deserved to be fired. You believe that? They said that he handled himself terribly while he was making the company millions and millions, but he was on medical release. I need to know about that too. What happened? Can somebody tell me that?
There's so much drama.
There's so much drama. I need a shoot interview like now. My shoot interview senses are tingling. I need to know. Deep down, it's like, tell me what's happening. Tell me now. I must know. And then on the other side, I'm like, do it. Like, okay, Bray / Wyndham, if you ever hear this, I'm the devil on your shoulder. Do it. Burn it to the ground. Don't listen to these people. Go wrestle in Impact. Yeah. Yeah. Like that. That's me. That's me, damn it. So, you know. Anyway. But yeah, so he just needs to spill the tea. That way we have multiple episodes about that. Just imagine how many episodes we could have.
That is true.
Yeah. Just think about it. Anyway, let's also talk about the fact that the Iconics are now Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions.
That happened quicker than you thought.
It did. I was very surprised. I thought it was going to take, like a month. I was shocked. The girl, you know what? As much as I love the girls, I feel like they were very nervous.
Oh, really?
They seemed very nervous. So, but I think it just has to do with the fact that they haven't wrestled in a long time.
That makes sense. Especially together.
Yeah. there were like a couple parts of the match that seemed kind of rushed, but it was good for, I think this is what I think is like, no offense to the girls, we love them here, but I think WWE kind of dumbed them down a little bit. And now they don't have any rules really. So now it's like just trying to figure out like a happy medium. I think that's what they're kind of going through right now, is like trying to just adjust. Which, granted, that was their first night. The second night, let me tell you, they were in matching white outfits.
Fabulous.
They looked incredible. I'm like, wow. So I think it's a good fit. I think the girls just need that first night, I think they were very much like, I don't say rushing into it, but kind of. Which that's kind of why I thought they were not going to win. Just because, they needed a little bit of time to, just to try to adjust to the new, like a new style, new place, new people, and they haven't really been set free to kind of do what they do best. So hopefully, next few matches, they'll kind of get that out of their system and then we won't have a problem. But I do think that was it. I think there's just a lot. And there was a lot of hype for that match too. That was the other thing. They definitely, there was a lot of hype there. But their outfits look fucking incredible. These gals,
they're posting some really good pictures lately.
They are. And outfits, then the outfits from their music video for their ring entrance. Oh my god. We got our lovely Jessie wearing a leather bodysuit. Never thought I'd see that happen. Yes, leather bodysuit. I was stunned.
Didn't they both have them?
They did, but let me tell you, it was okay. No offense to Cassie, but that's something I'd expect. We don't see that side of Jess. We don't see that side of her, right?
That's true.
And the outfit they had on Impact, they had thigh-high slits on their little white skirts.
Oh.
I know. Can you believe that? And then they had these pink numbers that I didn't really like that much because that's just a lot of pink. But, they look incredible. They were great. So I'm very happy for them. Our good brothers, I don't know what the fuck is going on with them now.
They're a hot mess.
Gallows has it together slightly a little bit more than Anderson does. Slightly. He seems like he's still somewhat there. Somewhat. Carl, I don't know what the fuck happened to Carl. Carl has gone off the deep end.
Are him and his wife good or what?
It seems like it changes weekly at this point. Like, I just kind of look, I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, what the fuck? And it's bad when Gallows has it together slightly more.
That is pretty sad.
That's a bad thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where he stands with Mrs. Hot Asian Wife. I don't know where he stands with her. I'm assuming they're all right. I think they spent Halloween together.
No, that's good, I guess.
Like, I mean, I guess they're okay. Maybe. So, yeah. I do with that information what you will. It's very strange. I don't know. Just put it that way. I don't know. Fuck. I feel like so much happened, and it's just like, I know we're forgetting something. I know we are. Ring of Honor, Mox, Wyndham / Bray.
Oh, the Charlotte and Becky drama.
Oh God, here we go. So, 2 Fridays ago, Charlotte and Becky went off script, and now Charlotte's a pariah.
But you know what? I feel kind of dumb. Of course, I've had a lot going on, so that's probably why I haven't paid as much attention as I used to. But like, I didn't even think about the fact that they never post together anymore or like talk with each other at all. And then when all that happened, I was like, well, that makes sense because it's been a long time since they posted. Way before she got pregnant and way before Charlotte.
The last time it was like when she first started dating Seth Lee and Andrade.
That's true.
So
they're not friends.
They're not friends anymore, which is sad because I loved their friendship. But yeah, they're really not friends. But in this situation, I totally be Becky and be like, well, I'm gonna go now. Bye. So like, the bad thing is it puts everybody in a bad situation because Sonya's standing there like, okay, what the fuck? And then like Becky's just like, okay, you don't have to be a bitch about this. And then Sasha has to come out afterwards, and it's like, but apparently they had it out backstage too, and everybody sided with Becky because I guess Becky is sick of it, and she called her out on Charlotte's bullshit. So maybe this was a long time coming. Maybe.
Well, apparently, ever since Becky called her plastic,
But it's true.
It's true.
Like, not just her, and I'm not talking just about her looks, but her personality is fake too now. Like, she doesn't even seem like the same person anymore. Like,
That's true.
And sorry to say it started with Andrade. So I don't know. I don't, like, nobody would have ever known about this unless Andrade kept his mouth shut. If he kept his mouth shut, nobody would have ever known. But then Andrade said something, and then the floodgates opened, and now, yeah. But apparently Charlotte had to be escorted out by security, so to be a fly on the wall.
It's just crazy.
I just want to know, like, okay, I'm just going to say it now. She's going to AEW.
Yeah, and then Andrade gets online, and what did he say?
He's like, fuck you, WWE.
Yeah, I can't remember if he said fuck or what, yeah.
He's like, I was like I saw that. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I was like, and apparently, like, Charlotte was already on thin ice too because she, Nia Jax, when she had that match with Nia Jax, and we were like, oh wow, it looks like they're really trying to beat the shit out of each other. Charlotte was the one who threw the first punch.
Oh.
To try to beat the shit out of Nia Jax. Which, hey, you know what? We don't defend Nia Jax on this show because I think she's an anti-vaxxing weirdo. But Charlotte punched her. So she was already kind of on thin ice.
I mean, Good for her.
I mean, that one, I'm like, okay, like, I get it. I do the same thing. But then the Becky thing, I'm like, you're not even supposed to do anything. You're supposed to just hand her the belt. There's literally no, like, there's no, and then at one point she threw the belt on the ground, and Becky and Sonya both look at each other like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, even I was like, that's weird. Why would she throw it on the ground? Like, it was the weirdest fucking situation. I'm like, did she just throw it on the ground? Like, Becky went to hand it to her, and she's like, no, don't touch me. Don't look at me. I'm Charlotte Flair. I'm like, girl, you good? Like, you're all right? Apparently not. Apparently you're not okay because yikes. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's gonna leave. Which, you know,
she hasn't been on TV since, right?
I don't think so. I don't think she has. But who knows? Maybe this Friday she will be. But yeah, fucking yikes. That's all I'm gonna say about that. She'll go to AEW and then watch, like, she'll go have some kind of like issue with Britt Baker, and they'll be like, oh, why is Charlotte getting in so many issues? And I'll be like, I don't know why. But Andrade's gonna be like, oh no, it's okay. You're great. Like, he's the ultimate hype man. I appreciate that. Like, man, I wish somebody would like fight for me like Andrade fights for Charlotte, but fuck. Dude's making shit worse.
It's too much.
Like, we would have had no idea. Nobody would have been none the wiser.
That's
and
true.
Then Andrade opened his mouth, and then the dirt sheets had to like confirm it, and then, you know. Yeah. So I kind of don't blame Becky, because I feel like Becky just fucking snapped at that point. Like, maybe she's been holding that in for a while and like saying little remarks here and there, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, but I totally would have been Becky though. Like, I'm going now. Goodbye. I'm out of here. I'm done. We're done here.
Makes sense.
It's very strange. Very strange what happened. Now that's a shoot interview I'd want to hear.
That's true.
Yeah. What happened with that? Don't worry, Charlotte will be on Talk of Jericho, telling the world how it's everybody else's fault. It'll be interesting. I don't know. My thing with Charlotte is I like her. I want to like her. I think she's, before she had all that work done, she was like gorgeous. She seemed like a nice person, and now it's like, what happened?
Ego.
Yeah, look at her face. Like, we had this discussion our last episode, and now it's almost worse. Like, I don't know how in like 2 weeks it could get worse, but it got worse. Like, just stop. And she's posting all of these, like, I don't know if she's trying to be like high fashion. I feel like that's what she's going for, but like her Halloween pictures, I'm just like, girl, you look like a hot mess. Like, I love Halloween as much as the next person, and at one point I thought it was Lana. I was like, oh, Lana. I was like, wait, that's not Lana. I thought it was Lana. Figure that out. Like, I don't know. Charlotte, what happened? What happened? I don't know what happened. Very strange. Very strange. So who knows? Like, who fucking knows? I have no other opinion on this.
I don't think there's not enough information other than the fact that we can all
isn't.
tell she has a big ego, so it's not surprising.
Like, there's a lot of speculation. And on one hand, I do kind of agree because, like, I think it's kind of dumb having, like, the title switch like that. I think it's dumb. I do. But at the same time, like, how else are you going to do it? You know? Like, it's
just
like
gonna walk out 1 week with a different belt. Like,
yeah, like you just come out like 1 week, nobody sees it, and then like, oh, you can't have a match with her because like, what is it? The loser goes to Raw. Like that, you can't do that. So you kind of have to do it. Like that's the only way I guess it makes sense.
Either that they could have just done a backstage segment and like talked over it and just show them like exchanging belts. Like they could have done that.
Well, and I know why they did it this way because they're trying to build up what would have been Charlotte versus Sasha. Because I think that's the route they're going.
Might not be going there now.
Yeah. She'll lose that belt on a random SmackDown watch. She's still technically the champion. Technically. But Becky has since moved on. Apparently, there's this talk of Liv Morgan finally getting a shot. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. I try not to get my hopes up on it because every time I'm like, oh my god, Liv's gonna do it. It, you know.
They won't.
Yeah.
They'll tease it and they'll never do it.
But I'm trying not to get my hopes up. I'm like, it's all right. You know, don't want to get too excited about that when it's not going to happen. But who knows? I mean, maybe Liv will be able to, I don't know, fucking at least have a couple matches on TV.
No, that's true, maybe, but she's not going to get the things that she probably deserves, judging from how the fans react to her.
Oh, now Seth is going to, apparently in the hunt for a belt. If they fucking do it, I'm going to be so mad. They're going to do it, but I'm not happy about it. I mean, yeah. I don't know. So at this point, it's kind of like, what do you say? What do you do? You know, WWE is just not. It's just not there for me. I'm not entertained. You know?
Yeah, definitely not.
Definitely not entertained. I would much rather watch anything else. I mean, GCW is amazing. The Briscoes, that Briscoes match. Oh man, that was, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, Jen. That was probably their best match in years.
Oh, wow.
Like, but it's not for everyone. Put it that way. Like,
it was bloody.
Definitely, it was definitely death matchy. Yeah, it was definitely death matchy, but at the same time, it's like the Briscoes really fucking did the shit. I think people kind of count them out sometimes.
Or Briscoes.
But then, like, the Ring of Honor thing happens, and they're like, oh my god, the Briscoes versus FTR. It's like, stop. Just stop. You know, maybe they don't want to be against FTR. Maybe they'd rather go farm their chickens. You know,
this is true.
What if they want to go be chicken farmers instead? You know, they could be chicken farmers if they want to.
They'd be great at it.
They're really good at it, I guess. There's thousands of chickens, I guess. So lots of chickens. It'll be interesting though. I honestly don't think AJ Gray and Effie will win at the Ring of Honor thing, because I don't think they want the belt to change hands in a company that probably won't be around in 6 months. So
that's a good point.
A very good point. Love Effie though. Effie's entrance, my God, that shit is everything. It is. Effie's entrance is everything. But yeah, I think the Briscoes would be a good fit to stay in GCW. I really do. I think they'd be a good fit. And at that same time, Suzuki finished his last 2 shows with, he did Impact and then GCW, and then he left to go back to Japan.
Huh.
So the Suzuki US tour is over.
That's unfortunate.
It is. Suzuki versus Nick Gage was beautiful. But it was very... Jen doesn't know about this, but Nick Gage lost again.
Oh.
I know. Where does this leave Nick Gage now?
AEW.
I don't think so.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think so, because Nick Gage has a potty mouth, and you know how, the Bucks are.
That's true.
They're like, we're good Christian boys,
Yeah, because they act like such Christians.
I know. They're fucking backstabbers. You know what? Maybe they are. No offense, Jim, but maybe they are. They're like some of the ones I know. So, you never know. Maybe that's the brand of their sect that they went with.
It's true.
There's a lot of those. But yeah, I don't think Nick Gage would ever sign with GC or AC blah 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 AEW. I don't think so. But now that Mox is in rehab, where does that leave the GCW championship? That's a good question. They better not give it to Cardona again, because fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Seriously. He's annoying. Very annoying. Quite annoying. Unless you have Mojo Rawley come in and try to take that belt from him. Which I don't think is happening, because now he's a TMZ sports guy. I haven't even watched one episode. I don't know if he's good at it or not. He could be great. He could be great. I don't know. I haven't watched. Who knows? Not I. You never know. This could have been the career for him all along. I don't know. I really don't think so. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, it'll be interesting to see the next couple weeks. Just because now the Mox fallout, obviously. What does this mean for GCW and everything like that? Does Nick Gage get the belt now? Like, does he just get it? Like, how does this work?
All will be revealed. Wyndham may or may not be spilling the tea by then.
Hopefully he is. That's a whole show in itself. And that Survivor Series is coming up. Which, you know what they're going to do? Watch. They're going to do Becky and Charlotte at Survivor Series. Watch. And then Charlotte will punch her in the face, and then she'll get fired.
Yeah. If Charlotte even shows up again.
If she even shows up. She may not. She's going to pull a Tessa Blanchard and just take the belt and leave. Yeah, I'm sure that would go over real well.
Uh-huh.
But remember, Charlotte can act like this, but Bray's the problem. He's hard to work with. He's a pain in the ass. Figure that out. It
doesn't make sense.
It's beyond me. Yes. I'm like, but you know what? Bruce Pritchard won't say anything like that about Charlotte because his co-host is her brother-in-law, so he won't say anything. He'll be like, Charlotte Flair is the greatest wrestler of all time. It's fine, guys. Charlotte can act however she wants because she's Charlotte Flair. Just because people canceled her dad doesn't mean anything. Which, like, oh, that's the other thing we forgot to talk about. Tommy Dreamer's back on Busted Open.
Early.
And he, like, didn't bring anything up. And dude just fucking showed back up, acting like, hey, y'all, I'm back.
Oh, he didn't say an apology or anything?
So, like, we're boycotting that.
Yeah.
We're boycotting it. So, you know. We're boycotting, Tommy Dreamer, because fuck that shit. Mm-mm. Like, it'd be different if you were doing something to prove that, like, hey, I'm trying to be a better person. Blah, blah, blah. But no, I don't think so. Oh, we forgot to talk about, there's one thing we forgot to talk about. AJ Styles. He is missing. Apparently there's a medical issue, but nobody's talking about it. So people are assuming it's COVID.
Nah.
But then again, we don't know because this is the shit they did with Bray. So who knows what it could be? Could be anything at this point. But AJ Styles is missing. Yeah. He's
strange.
Missing. It's very strange. I don't know what's going on with him. Who fucking knows? I don't know. I would not be surprised if he did get COVID.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Much like, when people are like, oh my god, Mox did crack. I'm like, yeah, I knew that. Like, yeah, not surprised.
It's the MO.
It's the MO. We get it. You just like, you're like, figured that would happen. It's one of those things. But to close the show, let's talk about Baron Corbin because, Baron Corbin is adorable. We don't like that mad fucking whoever the fuck
I don't mind him.
Yeah, fucking annoying. But Baron, looking adorable in his little hats now, going to haunted houses in his little sweaters, his fall sweaters. Like, for the love of God, look at this man.
He's trying so hard.
God, and then he has his little show. He's just trying, guys. Just trying. I still think he should be champion.
Bless his heart.
He's trying. He's trying to be an adorable man. And now he's got his own non-wrestling venture where he talks about food and booze and barbecuing shit. Yeah. So, Baron Corbin, he's a great guy. Great guy. Love the guy to pieces. Seems like he just keeps to himself, though.
He's adorable.
He's adorable. I mean, how can you not look at that man? It's like Bray. I couldn't be mad at him. Be like, Baron, you're adorable. I can't be mad at you. Like, look at you. You're precious. You got a little hat on. I love it. I'm gonna be like Bray, where I touch his face, he'd be like, look at you, you're so cute. Nobody could ever do anything wrong when you look that cute. I think
give it time. WWE will give it time.
Oh yeah. They'll be like, Baron Corbin was a piece of shit who everybody hated. Girl, it's great. They're like, Vince hated Bray. Did you know that? Vince hated him. And it's like, well, I hate Vince, so I guess this works. Like, I guess the narrative has not changed. They're like, Vince hates him. Vince thinks he's the worst. And it's like, well, I think Vince is the worst. So I guess that means he's a good person. Like, because if Vince likes you, then you probably sold your soul to the devil. So like,
That's very true. Yeah.
you know, or like Vince probably like only likes you because he wants to use you. So I mean, is Vince hating him supposed to make me mad? Like, it's not. Actually makes him more attractive.
I feel like, yeah.
It makes him more attractive that Vince hates him. God. It's like, oh, what? Because he's got like a brain and like feelings and emotions. Ideas. He's got like opinions on things. Like, God damn it, that man had opinions. Yeah? Like, yeah. Yeah. Most people do. I mean, this is coming from a guy who didn't know a steak burrito was a steak burrito until like 3 years ago. So like, he's like, what's a burrito? And they're like, what you're eating, what you've eaten every day. Oh, that's a wrap. No, that's a burrito. Vince, that's a burrito. He's like, oh, I thought this was just a wrap. No, it's a burrito. God damn. Like,
oh my goodness.
Yeah. Anyway, Baron Corbin. The man who I don't know. Hopefully he plays the game right. Like, fuck. I don't know.
I think he is.
I hope so.
I think he's doing exactly what Vince wants, so he's good.
I mean, I could have told you this. Like, I don't work in wrestling, obviously. You know, I just sit here on this show and talk shit about wrestling. But I feel like if like I was ever hired by Vince, like I wouldn't take his shit, and that'd be a problem. And like, I don't know anybody who would take his shit. Like, I don't know who. Other than like, if you know you got to play the game, and like I know that, like, it's practically Triple H's song. Like, hello, that's another guy who got fucked over. Where's Hunter been?
Bless his heart.
Guy ended up having like a heart attack, and like fucking disappears off the face of the earth. Shawn Michaels is supposedly running things, which, you know, the guy's trying. The man is trying. And it's just a lot. And speaking of Baron, there's one thing. And I know you don't like MJF, but MJF and Baron's friendship is the most adorable thing on the earth. They're like, MJF hates everybody other than Baron. And Baron, I think, hates everybody other than MJF. It's adorable.
You just never know.
You never know. And then MJF made a tweet the other day that I happen to agree. And the tweet is, I just watched Titanic for the first time. The dumb old bitch literally threw generational wealth into the ocean. You have a daughter, you old trifling skank. Not everything's about you.
Wow.
You know what? He's right, though. Like, what's your daughter gonna think when she hears that you just threw like a fucking $100 million necklace into the ocean? Like, oop. Like, that's generational wealth right there. He's got a point. The guy's got a point. Like, everybody on there even said, you know, the man's got a point. Like, but now people are asking that he does movie reviews.
Yeah.
Because apparently this man is onto something with these movies. But yes, the friendship between MJF and Baron Corbin is something that we didn't know we needed.
Yep.
And yet it's getting us through these times where Ring of Honor might be going away, and all at the fault of the Young Bucks. Oh, did I say that?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, you know, like, it is so funny because everybody, like, people in the WWE who work there, people in Impact who work there, you know, everybody's like, oh my God, Ring of Honor was such a great place. Ring of Honor was this. And then, you know what you don't hear? You don't hear a word from the Young Bucks. They're just like, whatever. Yeah, fuck them. I don't care.
Uh-huh.
We're the Young Bucks. we're overly tan and look like fucking bad 80s male porn stars now. Who do gay porn? Because 80s gay porn is hilarious.
I can imagine.
You have to look it up, Jen. It's not even like, okay, this is, I know I was going to end the show, but now we're on this topic because it's so true. 80s gay porn. You don't even watch it to get sexually aroused. It's just comical.
Okay.
Because like every man there is dressed like Rob Halford from Judas Priest. Like these bald men with like leather hats on, and they're like the cheesiest fucking lines in the world. Like it's not even like sexual at this point. It's like a comedy. Like if you ever need a good laugh, you turn on 80s gay porn, and it's just like, and they all have really bad quality because, like, you know, back in the 80s, everybody's like, oh my god, gays have AIDS. They all have like really bad like the video quality is shit, but it makes it better. It makes it better. I know. It's, if you don't believe me, you gotta look it up. It's a laugh riot. All the men look like Rob Halford from Judas Priest. The lines are cheesy. Like, you would think they'd even have like the thing where it's like, oh, I'm a UPS driver, I got your package. Yeah, so definitely, you know, if you ever need a laugh, if you have like a sick, twisted sense of humor like me, that's, you know, just look it up and laugh. Anyway, on that note, that's a good way to end this, okay? I feel like that was a good ending. For once on this podcast, we just said MJF is right.
It is.
And
it is.
And 80s gay porn is hilarious. So I had to throw that in.
That is. That's true.
Well, what would people say if we did not mention something sexual in the show? I kept it PG with the Bray stuff. I could have said worse, but if I was his boss, that would have been it. That'd be sexual harassment.
That is
unless
true.
he wanted it. You know, I was PG. I could go into a lot more, guys.
That's true.
Things I do to that man. Anyway, it's very late, and this is why we don't record this late. Because we're like, what?
I know, I'm dying, but it's okay.
I feel like next time we're in the same place, we need to do like a really late night one where we're just like, because we'd be funny.
That's true.
Like, if you guys don't know this, Jen and I, when we're together in the same place and we're tired, we either are like super fucking dramatic, like really fucking dramatic, or we're like the funniest people. Or the funniest people in the world.
Or silent and go to sleep.
Like, or we're silent and we're like, we just look at each other like,
go to bed.
Go to bed. We're like, almost a silent, like, we're going to bed now. Okay. You have a good night. But yeah, it's just, yeah, we're there's only 3 ways we are when we're really tired. It's either we're quiet, we're fucking dramatic and are like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw myself in traffic. Or we're like, gay porn.
There's no normalcy.
There's no like, oh, you have a good night. It's always like, okay. Or like just very weird opposite ends of the spectrum. But I would not have it any other way.
That's true.
Because yeah. Or drunk us. Drunk us is fun.
That's true.
Drunk us is. But then I have no filter.
Yeah, neither do I.
We have no filter, so like we would probably say shit that's really bad, like really bad.
We have to listen back to it again.
We would have to edit because I would probably talk shit on a lot of people, and I would say their names. Like I would that one beep sound thing that we had to get for that one time. I accidentally said the names of those one really psycho people. We'd have to use that a lot. Because I'd be like, oh, this bitch. Let's spill the tea on this.
I can see it.
Oh, yeah. Totally. That's why I don't drink. That's why I try to be quiet, okay, guys? Anyway, we're gonna go now. Next week, who knows what's gonna happen? I feel like every day I log onto Twitter and there's just like something. So who knows? Next week, who knows? It could be I don't know. I mean, again, an hour before we started this, it was like, oh, Mox is in rehab. It's like, oh,
Add that to the list.
guess we're talking about that. Anyway, guys, so until next time, bye.
Bye.
Across the country, hate crimes are on the rise by more than 25% in the last 5 years. The good news is there's something you can do about it right here in your community. If you witness or experience a hate crime, you're not alone, and the FBI is here to help and committed to justice. Report hate crimes at 1-800-CALL-FBI or tips.fbi.gov. Protecting our communities together. Report hate crimes.
Shop on eBay this holiday season to get more for your dough on stand mixers, or get more for your buck on this season's hottest tech and gaming gear. And on eBay, you can even get more
Oh, wow.
I know, so festive.
pizzazz for your party. Make your holiday party one to remember. Get more because you save more on premium brands with eBay's exclusive deals. Get more when you get it on eBay.